Have you ever wondered why some people seem to make the right decisions all the time? It might seem like magic, or perhaps it's just pure luck. But let me tell you, it's neither. It's a technique known as accurate thinking. Accurate thinking is the ability to see things as they truly are, not as we wish them to be. It's the process of basing your decisions and actions on reality, rather than on hopeful expectations or wishful thinking. It's about assessing situations, people, and circumstances in an unbiased, objective manner. Now, you might be wondering, how does accurate thinking differ from wishful thinking? Well, wishful thinking is essentially optimism without basis. It's hoping for the best without considering the realities of the situation. Accurate thinking, on the other hand, is optimism grounded in facts. It's about making informed decisions that are realistic and achievable. But there are some misconceptions about accurate thinking that we need to clear up. For starters, accurate thinking doesn't mean you're always right. No one is perfect, and we all make mistakes. What accurate thinking does is increase the chances of making a better decision because it's based on reality, not on illusions. Another misconception is that accurate thinking is a negative process, that it's about focusing on the bad or the worst-case scenarios. But that's not true. Accurate thinking is about seeing things as they are, both the good and the bad, the positive and the negative. It's about balance. Accurate thinking also doesn't mean you can predict the future. It's not a crystal ball that can tell you exactly what will happen next. It's a tool that helps you make the best possible decision based on the information you have at the moment. So what's the takeaway? Well, accurate thinking is not about always being right, but about making the best possible decision with the information available. It's about being realistic, being informed, and being prepared. And that, my friends, is the power of accurate thinking. So, how does one develop accurate thinking? Well, the journey towards accurate thinking can be likened to a three-step dance. First, you must gather your information. This is the foundation of your thought process. It's about being curious, asking questions, and not resting until you've collected enough data to form a comprehensive picture. But don't be misled. Gathering information isn't just about piling up facts, it's also about discerning which pieces of information are relevant, reliable, and which are not. Remember, not all information is created equal, so you've gathered your information. What's next? It's time to move on to the second step of the dance, which is analysis. This is where you scrutinize the information you've collected, breaking it down, examining its components, questioning its validity, and looking for patterns or inconsistencies. Analysis is the bridge that connects raw data to meaningful insights. Now, this is where the challenge comes in. During analysis, it's crucial to remain objective. It's easy to let personal biases cloud your judgment, to see what you want to see, or to interpret the data in a way that confirms your pre-existing beliefs. But remember, accurate thinking is not about validating our biases. It's about seeking the truth, even when that truth is uncomfortable or inconvenient. Finally, after gathering and analyzing, we arrive at the third step, making a decision based on that analysis. This is the culmination of the process, the point where accurate thinking transforms from an intellectual exercise into a practical tool. It's important to note that this decision-making isn't always about making big life-altering choices. Sometimes, it's about deciding how to perceive a situation, how to understand a concept, or how to approach a problem. And there you have it, the mechanics of accurate thinking: gathering, analyzing, and deciding. It's a process that requires diligence, critical thinking, and above all, objectivity. But remember, accurate thinking is a skill that requires practice and patience. Just like learning a dance, it takes time to get the steps right. So don't be discouraged if you stumble along the way. Keep practicing, keep refining, and soon enough, you'll be dancing to the beat of accurate thinking. But why should we bother with accurate thinking? What's in it for us, you may ask? Well, let's delve into the importance of accurate thinking and explore the numerous benefits it brings to our lives. Firstly, accurate thinking strengthens our decision-making skills. Day in and day out, we are faced with a myriad of decisions, both big and small. What to wear, what to eat, which job to take, which city to live in. Each decision shapes our life in its own unique way. By thinking accurately, we can weigh the pros and cons objectively, free from the fog of misinformation or bias. This leads to decisions that are not just informed, but also beneficial in the long run. Next up is problem solving. Picture this: you're in a maze, and you need to find your way out. Accurate thinking is like having a map in your hand. It helps us dissect complex problems, identify the root causes, and develop effective solutions. It allows us to see the problem for what it truly is, rather than what it appears to be. This clarity is crucial when tackling challenges, be it in our personal lives or in our professional careers. Lastly, accurate thinking enhances our understanding of the world. There's a lot of noise out there, false news, misleading information, and distorted narratives. Accurate thinking acts like a filter, helping us separate the wheat from the chaff. It empowers us to see things as they are, not as they are portrayed to be. This leads to a more authentic and informed understanding of the world around us. So, how does all of this tie into personal and professional success? Well, it's simple. Better decision-making skills lead to more effective choices. Improved problem-solving skills result in overcoming obstacles more efficiently. And a deeper understanding of the world opens up new perspectives and opportunities. In essence, accurate thinking is a cornerstone of success. Accurate thinking is not just a tool, but a pathway to a more successful and fulfilling life. Because in the end, it's not just about thinking, but thinking accurately that truly matters. Scene script. Let's put theory into practice. How does accurate thinking look in real life? Imagine you're a business owner and you're deciding whether to expand your business. You could go with your gut feeling, or you could practice accurate thinking. You'd analyze your current financial status, market trends, and competition. You'd scrutinize the potential risks and rewards, not just in the short term, but also in the long run. You'd gather as much relevant information as possible, and only then would you make a decision. This is accurate thinking in a business setting. Now let's look at personal relationships. Say you're having a disagreement with a friend. Rather than reacting impulsively or letting emotions cloud your judgment, you'd take a step back. You'd try to see things from their perspective, analyze the situation objectively, and consider the long-term implications of your actions. You'd weigh all these factors before deciding how to respond. This is accurate thinking in personal relationships. Consider also a personal dilemma, like deciding whether to take a new job offer. Accurate thinking would involve looking beyond the immediate factors, such as salary or job title. You'd think about the work culture, future prospects, work-life balance, and how well the job aligns with your long-term career goals. You might even speak with people who already work there to gain more insight. After gathering and analyzing all this information, you'd make an informed decision. This is accurate thinking when facing a personal dilemma. Whether you're navigating the business world, maintaining personal relationships, or facing personal dilemmas, accurate thinking can lead to better outcomes. It encourages you to gather as much relevant information as possible and to analyze this information objectively before making a decision. It's not about rushing to a conclusion, but about taking the time to think things through. Remember, accurate thinking is not about finding the right answer, but about finding the best possible answer given the information available. So, we've seen the power of accurate thinking, but how can we improve our own accurate thinking skills? Let's dive into it. First and foremost, the cornerstone of accurate thinking is critical thinking. This involves being able to analyze information objectively and make a reasoned judgment. It's about looking at situations from a logical, fact-based, and unbiased perspective. But how do you hone this skill? One way is to engage in critical thinking exercises. These can take many forms, from solving complex puzzles to participating in debates, and they all help to flex and strengthen your critical thinking muscles. Next, let's turn our attention to the importance of seeking out diverse perspectives. Just as a diamond reveals different facets when viewed from different angles, so does any issue or situation we might be thinking about. When we expose ourselves to a variety of viewpoints, we are more likely to gain a fuller, more accurate understanding of the subject at hand. This can be as simple as reading a range of news sources, or as involved as engaging in thoughtful conversations with people from different walks of life. Lastly, one of the most challenging but rewarding practices is to regularly challenge your own assumptions. It's easy to take our own thoughts and beliefs for granted, but the truth is, they can often be the biggest barriers to accurate thinking. When we question our assumptions, we open the door to new insights and a deeper understanding of the world around us. This practice can be as straightforward as asking yourself, "Why do I believe this?" Or, "Is there another way to look at this?" As with any skill, improving your accurate thinking abilities will take time and practice. It may be difficult at times, but remember, every challenge you face is a chance to grow and improve. With practice and perseverance, anyone can become a more accurate thinker. The journey begins with a single step.